Chapter 6 time, as we head back to Kaname. And we get closer to the end of the story mode. Takara Productions' dressing room. Inoue-san called me here to discuss something pretty shocking. I mean, the news wasn't really bad at all for me personally. It's just that Dojima-san, who had been told the same details with Nanako-chan before I got there, was sighing with a look of exasperation on his face.
How did we get here?
I'm sorry, but the reactions Nanako-chan got from our audience based on the TV spot we recorded were tremendous. The agency begged me to at least make an offer, and that's why I'm asking you now.
Yeah, I get that. You've been sitting here politely explaining every detail. But that's not a reason to allow her to be in this LMB thing.
I sincerely apologize. Do know that we greatly appreciate your cooperation.
That's right. Inoue-san wanted to suggest a dream scenario. A joint performance with Nanako-san at the LMB Fest. Of course, it won't be a joint performance with the important new song we were planning to announce. But the idea was for me and Nanako-san to appear together in the time slot where Kaname Kitchen would have performed. Then again, one of the biggest reasons we're even considering it is because Tamamine and the others are still missing. Still, considering I'm the only one left, I felt so relieved that I wouldn't be performing alone.
Yay! I get to be on stage with Nanako-san! I'm getting so hyped!
Get hyped.
Yay! Me too!
With everything that's happened lately, Kanami-chan has seemed a bit glum. But with Nanako-chan around, she's finally brightened up again.
Well, Nanako seems to be having fun with all this too. If this is what she wants to do, I've got no reason to stop her. But let's be clear on one thing.
In an instant, Dojima-san's voice turned sharp and stern. Immediately sensing that he's going to bring up the disappearance of Yusan's group, Tamamine, and the others, I turned to face Inoue-san and Dojima-san.
What might that be?
What's your next move here? I've heard from your agency that you've lost contact with a number of people. I myself haven't been able to contact you or his friends these past few days. Depending on how things go, I may need to step in on this.
Yukun and his friends are missing.
If they hadn't been in touch for just a day or two, I could have brushed it off as kids being kids. But I've about reached my limit here. I don't plan on throwing my weight around and making decisions for you. But my nephew and his friends could be at stake. I know this might not be what you want to hear, but I'll do what I have to.
Inoue-san,
Let's file a report. Let's ask the police. It's basically the same thing.
I'd like for us to go to the police and have them look for the missing girls, too. I know this is right before the festival, and it might cause a stir. But we don't have the luxury of looking the other way anymore. So please, I'm begging you.
Kanami-chan. All right, I'll try swaying the agency on this. And if that doesn't work, I'll go to make the missing persons request myself. Not you.
Huh? No, you can't. If you do that...
I'm your manager, Kanami-chan. It's my duty to protect you. That's why I want you to focus on your work and not get distracted by other things. Granted, you may think it's a little late for me to be saying this now.
Inoue-san.
I'll contact a few people I know and try my best to keep this close. They might ask you a few pointed questions, but there's nothing I can do about that. At least be prepared for it.
Of course. I'm very grateful for your assistance. Thank you.
That's when Nanako-san looks up at us, worried. She had just been watching the conversation up till now. Dojima-san seems to already know what she's about to say. His face visibly shifts from detective mode to dad mode as he scratches his head.
Are you okay? Are you and Dad fighting? No, we're not fighting at all. Your dad has helped us out a lot. Really? Really? Your dad is a super cool guy, Nanako-san.
Super cool guy Dojima.
Yeah, I love Dad too.
Yeah, everyone is so great. Dojima-san, Nanako-san, Yusan and his friends, even Inoue-san too. I'm honestly envious of them. The people around Rise-senpai and Yusan are all so wonderful. I wish I could be that way too.
Well, I'm gonna go contact the agency about this. Kanami-chan, feel free to start your lesson whenever you're ready.
Oh, right! Thank you so much, Dojima-san. Now we can finally get the search for those girls started for real.
That Inoue is not a bad man.
He's a pretty chill manager, I'll give him that.
If you explain to him how you feel, I'm sure he'll take the proper steps.
Yeah, we really got through to him. I've never said things like that to anyone before. I can't believe what I said. said.
Well, opening up to others can be hard. Sometimes sharing how you feel could end up hurting them. But unless you do that, nothing will change. It's all the more important if it's someone you care about. Anyway, I'm sure this isn't over by a long shot, but hang in there.
I will. I have something to say too. I really like you, big sis. What? Really? Really. I'm so happy. You really cheer me up, Nanako-san. Really? Then I'm happy too.
All right, dial it back a little. Don't you two have a lesson to be at?
Ah, you're right. Come on, Nanako-san. We really don't want to keep Coach waiting too long.
Yeah, Coach is scary when he gets angry. Just the other day, I accidentally slept in and ended up late for my ballet lesson. It was a releve pas something. Basically, you go on tiptoe and bring the other toe to the pivoting leg's knee. Coach made me hold that pose while he lectured me on and on. I can't let Nanako-san go through that hell.
Oh, and Mashita, one more thing.
What is it?
I looked into Ochimizu. Long story short, she's clean.
Huh?
It may be small, but criminals always have a tell when it comes to what they're gonna do. I've checked everything about her I can. Her alibi, her post-Takara Productions history, her relationships, I found nothing. She's simply a very passionate woman. She seems to be doing everything she can for your group, contrary to her public persona. Of course, there's no use in talking about evidence when I can't even figure out what exactly is going on here. But from what I've seen, there's absolutely no suggestion of Ochimizu being involved in any of this.
Thank goodness. So Mizochimizu isn't the culprit behind it.
Like I said, I wouldn't go so far as to call this an actual case yet. But at the
Huh. But then... if it's not Mizochimizu, then who do we look at next?
well, about that, I did find something odd. While I was checking up on Ochimizu, I took another crack at finding more details on Yuko Osada. It seems there's one more witness in that case who hasn't come forward yet.
A witness?
I don't have any definitive evidence on this, since all I did was dig through newspapers from the time. But the testimony from the Takara Productions' first witness, the one who found the body, doesn't match up with certain other details. It's just a hunch, but I get the feeling that there's more to that case than we know.
Mysteries. Yeah, we figured out that Mizochimizu isn't the culprit, but this case is still nowhere near solved. Honestly, whether or not there's a culprit behind this, actually, it'd be best if there wasn't anyone behind it. I just want everyone to come back safe and sound.
Okay. What should I do?
Just do your job. I can't have you along helping me on this. Since I've stuck my foot in it already, this is my case. My nephew's on the line too, don't forget.
Oh, you sure?
Come on, don't make that face. All I've done so far is look up things from old newspapers and whatnot. I don't even know if this supposed second witness really exists or not. Man, I didn't think not having my resources as a detective would be such a pain.
Sorry.
Well, I can't guarantee that I'll find anything more by digging further, but I'm currently having that contact of mine check the records from back then. I'll let you know if he turns up anything.
Okay. Then I'll keep Nanako-san company. If you do find out anything, please be sure to tell me.
I really appreciate this. I'll leave her with you, Mashita.
Maybe it's because Nanako-san's with me, but when we reach the studio, Coach is in a pretty good mood. For a while, we just talk about random stuff. Wow, Nanako-san's skills are impressive if she can liven up Coach up this much. Yeah, I really should learn from her example. As I mentally sigh, the studio door opens with a quiet sound, and Inoue-san walks in.
Huh, the lesson hasn't started yet? Oh, Coach. I'm very sorry for the trouble you had with your payment the other day.
Oh, that was nothing. I was being a baby about it. I don't mind waiting on the check a little longer. After all, you proved your fidelity to me.
Coach, you're standing a little close.
Coach glides over to Inoue-san, and Inoue-san responds with a wry smile. What's going on? Was some kind of deal between two adults made without me knowing?
All right, girls. Tomorrow is the big day at last. I have nothing more to teach you two. All you have to do now is pour your passion out on that stage. Tonight will be your final lesson. Treat it like the real deal.
Real deal.
Aye, aye, sir. I think I'm getting nervous.
Oh no, that's no good, Nanako. Remember what I said? If you're nervous, the audience will pick up on it. But don't go thinking you can be completely laid back either. If you ditch all your anxiety, then your lazy heart will lead to a lazy body. Hell, just look how loose I've gotten. Oh, a damn shame it is.
I feel like it's a double entendre.
That's funny. But it might be true. Not the part about being loose, I mean. But it's okay to be a little nervous. It helps you feel like you're completely ready for anything as you get on stage. Even you, Big Sis? Especially me. Even now, just getting up on stage makes me freeze up like a statue.
Konami-chan, that would present a problem.
Oh, but I guess I'm better about it nowadays. I've gotten to the point where I can actually stay standing when I'm up there. Now, when I first auditioned for Takara Productions... Big Sis? What's wrong? My audition? Wait, did I do an audition? Ugh.
A sharp pain runs through my head and I hunch over wincing. Ow! That one was dangerous. My vision went completely white for a moment.
Konami, honey, are you alright?
Oh. This happens sometimes.
Jeez, don't worry us like that. Tomorrow's the big day, so you need to take good care of your health.
Yep. Let's do our best, Nanako-san.
Well then, shall we begin? This dance lesson is on!
It's not off, but it's on.